Hello all, welcoming you all back to a video lecture series on operational decision making. In our previous videos, we were looking on to what is operations management, what is decision making, what is operational decision making, and we were also be looking on to what is goods, what is services, what is the basic difference between goods and services, and we were be looking on to what is rival goods, what is excludability, non-excludability, rivalness, non-rivalness, types of goods. We have been discussed about the first type of good, that is private good. In this video we will be looking on to the next type of good, that is public goods. So moving on to public goods, in previous video we will be looking on to private good. What we have been discussed in private good is that private good is both excludable as well as rivalness, because the usage of ice cream by I have purchased ice cream, so the availability of ice cream to other person is being reduced, so it is rival. At the same time, I have purchased ice cream, so it is available for me, it can't be used by some other person, so it is excludable. So private good is both excludable and rival. So moving on to today's topic, public goods. So discussing about public goods, public good describes the product that are non-excludable and non-rival. That means no one can be prevented from consuming them, and individual can use them without reducing their availability to other individuals. Clear? So public goods is actually, it is non-rival and non-excludable. In that case, it is a contrast opposite of private goods. Private goods, we have been seeing that it is excludable and rival, whereas public good is non-excludable and rival. That means anyone can utilize the product, and the usage of the same product by one person doesn't affect or reduces the usage of same product by some other person. So it is a contrast of a private good. So this kind of a good is called as a public good. So the usage of anyone can use the product. None of the person is excluded in using such kind of a product. At the same time, the usage of the product by one person and cannot reduce the consumption of the product, doesn't reduces the consumption or utilization of the same product by the other person. So this kind of a good is called as a public good. So what would be the example of public good? So the example of public good may include air, fresh air, knowledge, so street lights, lamps, roads. So these would be the natural resources, roads, street lights. So these would be the public goods. So in that case, these kinds of goods doesn't stops anyone to consume it, stops anyone to utilize the goods. It is not excluded to any people. At the same time, the usage of these kinds of goods by one person, or utilization or consumption of these kind of a good by one person, doesn't reduces the availability of the same product to some other person who wish to consume it. So this kind of a good is called as a public good. Hence public goods are called as non-excludable, at the same time it is non-rival as well. Hope you people do understand what is public goods now, and I hope so you people have been understood what is private goods and public goods, what is the basic difference between the private good as well as public good. So private good, what we have seen in private good is excludable and rival, whereas public good is totally contrast to a private good, whereas it can be used by any person, and at the same time it cannot be reduced. The usage of the same product by some other person cannot reduce the usage of the same product by other person as well. So it is non-excludable and non-rival. So this is the basic difference between private goods and public goods. So in the next video, we will be looking on to the common goods or common resources. See you all in the next video. Thank you.